Oh,
Hello,
hello
everyone.
gorgeous.
Me too.
So happy you're with us.
Oh, I am so happy. And if it wasn't this way, I wouldn't be able to. So I'm super happy.
Great. So tell me first, you're coming from Canada.
I am. I'm close. I'm in Ontario and I'm closer to Toronto. Give the geographical
And we
area.
met in Toronto at one of my first, back in the day, an Amazing Woman's Day event.
We almost have a 10-year anniversary coming up, you
Oh,
and I.
wow. Do you know Amazing Woman's Day has a 20-year anniversary happening next year?
Yes, I think it's beautiful.
Could you
Yes.
believe that? I know. It's a pretty amazing that 20 years ago that dream happened and I got to meet amazing, incredible women like yourself along the journey.
Yeah, I feel when I think of back then, I never would have thought of myself as a leader or as a woman rising. And I must say, and I was excited to share this one really big statement with everybody today, with you, is every day that I wake up, I look for a leader. Because I have a question. I need to know how. That's why the most popular title of books is How To, right? Because how do I do this? How to do this? And so I know that every morning I wake up and think, whether it's as simple, everybody needs to know that there's leaders in every area, as simple as I get a little bit older, I got to change my makeup around. I'm like, well, how do I do makeup now that I'm in my 40s? How do I do this? And like, how do I cook? I have to cook a roast tonight. I don't know how to do this. I like, how do I do this? And I'm realizing that I look for leaders in every area of my life. And back then, that's why I came to that event for my first time, because I was looking for leaders in my life. And so I was very grateful, and I'm very thankful that I went. I'm so glad I said yes.
And then we reconnect many years later, and I'm so happy that we did because you did a beautiful interview series on both the Rise Amazing Woman Rise book as well as the Lead Amazing Woman Lead book, where you brought the authors together and really created a great series
Oh,
around
thank
that.
you.
And it was really powerful and really good. I'm so happy you did that. You are in the book, you're in Lead Amazing Woman Lead. Talk to me about what your statement means to you, but first read it and then tell me what it feels like.
Okay, wow. And when I reread it this morning, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was like, what? I love how this makes so much sense. So is I am statement. I lead with the willingness to explore seen and unseen possibilities. I lead with the belief that value reveals itself in all situations when I look beyond the physical evidence. I reassure myself that by leading with an open heart and a strong desire for co-creation, that I can never fail myself. I lead with exuberance, I do, as I follow my inner being's calling. I lead others not by showing them the way, but by helping them to know theirs. I get choked up on that one, the last one, every time I read it, because I strongly believe that that's true, is that but I lead others not by showing them the way, but by helping them know theirs.
What do you feel the emotions based in? When it chokes you up, what do you feel that's coming from?
That I probably thought that when I was a little girl that to be a leader, it's because you knew it all, or you knew the best way, or you knew everything. And the responsibility, there's that word, that responsibility laid upon them. And now I realize that I think, yes, that's a big evolution for me, is that to lead just means that you are showing up, but with your highest self, with your best and truest intention, with open heart, compassion, and only the need to, even if I show up to lead, and should I fail, I can't fail because everybody will be there to catch you and support you and then take their leadership role.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. If you were to, somebody just bounced off,
There we go.
because I see Becky. I don't know if we're still on or not, but I'm going to go on like
Yeah,
we are.
I see. Yeah.
You see me? Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Uh, the question was going to be, if you were to leave a message, and you've left so much with us already, but if you were to leave a message from your heart to everyone that's listening, everyone that's watching right now, maybe it's a voice of inspiration, but maybe it's also a shift that someone could make within their way of thinking. What would that message be?
I think the biggest shift, and you spoke about it just before this, is that don't think that you're, because somebody else is doing what looks like on the outside your dream already. Because I just went through this, and the welcome everybody, invite everybody, know that that's actually helping you because you will do it your way. So the best message I would have for them is, if it's yours, own it. And don't just say, oh well, you can do it better, so you better go ahead of me in line. No, step up to where you step up and know that you are leading in that leg of the things, until you hit your next why and your next place of, I mean, I shifted completely in my career, and I didn't mean to lead, but I now know I'm leading because in this time that's going on, I had people come to me and ask me, how do I do what I'm doing? And I would have never have expected that. So it's a gift to when somebody says, can you help me? And it's a gift when you say, I can help you this far because this is all I know and this is perfect.
Something you just said is so important that we many times overlook, and that's some of the things that are the most natural to us, our own powers, our own insights, our own abilities, our capacities become so natural to us that we somehow label them as ordinary.
Yes.
And as we evolve as women leaders, we need to pause and notice the shifts that we're making. We need to notice the expansion that's happening in our life. Even during this period, you notice I've asked a lot about, how are you shifting? How are you growing? How are you expanding? What new ways are you seeing the world because of this? And that's so that we can begin to embody it and integrate it, but yet also at the same time, assign great value to it, assign a great a revelation to it, as assign something that says that we really are benefiting in ways that we can then take out and share with others. I think it's so very important, don't you imagine, to give as much as we can about what we learn. Yes. And this way we open our cup up to learn even more and experience even more.
And I do believe that just by being in someone's presence is a way of leading, because you're showing them how to be there. That's a leading. You're leading them to not be unavailable and hide, or be covered up by what we think is a failure or not good enough, but that we are leading just by being ourselves, and that's enough. And that's more than enough.
That's plenty. Lead through that reflection. It's plenty. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love you. I love that you're part of this. I love that you're part of the Lead Amazing Woman Lead book. I love that you're part of this broadcast today. And thank you so much for finding such a rich amount of time for us. I'm so grateful.
Oh, thank you for having me, and nice to meet everyone here. I'm going to continue watching this and sharing this, and let everybody and every woman and man join in and just soak it up. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that. It was excellent.
That reminds me, everybody share, and let's put your comments in, because I love seeing what you're writing about. I love hearing from you. I love knowing you're there. And I'm doing my best to monitor when I can, when I have a moment available. And that I'll be going back and looking at all of the comments after the broadcast. So thank you.